Okay, we're here at Undiscovered Classics Northeast headquarters. As you can tell by the leaves changing, it's not Florida because it's colder up here than it is down there. I'm Mike Puma with the Undiscovered Classics team, and we're up here while Jeff is down in Florida rescuing two sets of molds, one for the night, which is laid out across the lawn here. We just got it out of the loft. We'll follow me this way and give an overview of what we have here for the molds. So we wanted to make sure we laid it all out, made sure we had all the pieces. Obviously the way these things are built is that they have a twin for each piece, and we were able to find what looks to be every piece to put everything back together and make a new mold for the night. Now we've got the rear section here, the bottom valance, the front section over there, doors, windshield section, additional body panels, and then the main reason we're here is to rescue the molds for the Bohada, which Jeff has at least one of already, if not two. So this is really unique in so much as that it's on the original buck, and for as many cars as Jeff has rescued, he does not have an original buck for any of them from the 50s. So this is neat. Goal number one here is to save the molds. So we've got the connecting bolts soaking down in PB Blaster now in the hopes that we don't have to cut them, but we'll probably have to cut them. And then once we have the molds off and labeled so we know what goes where when we're done, we'll see if we can get enough people to lift the buck up. We might be able to take it today. It's probably the priority is the molds. If we can get the buck, great. It'd be a great piece to have as more of the Bohadas are built, sort of as a reference to it. But we'll see how the day goes. Stay tuned. All right, so we're successful in getting the molds for the night out of the loft and loaded up. We've got the molds for the night as well as the Bohada in there. And we have the buck of the Bohada, which is actually quite a nice shade of blue, in pretty great shape, all things considered. Unfortunately, way too heavy for even the four of us to lift and get into the moving truck. So hopefully what we'll plan to do here, since the molds are the most important part, we will make a plan B down the road in order to come back and likely hire a rollback. Thankfully, this thing is on a pretty sturdy 2x4 old growth platform. And hopefully a rollback can just back up to the garage here, chain onto it, and get it up on there so we can actually save the buck, since there are not too many of these left around. In fact, very few. This might be the last one, at least maybe one of the last ones in this type of condition. And like I said, as you can see, even though it's been in an unconditioned space for the last 50 plus years, it's actually in pretty great shape and would make for quite the display piece next to one of the finished Bohadas. So that's it for now, gang. We'll talk soon.